Aquarius, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This will take you from the 4th to the 11th of December, and I'm currently designing my 2018 general overview, and I'm going to include a section about spirituality, because there's so much awakening going on. There's so much change going on, Aquarius. And our co-ruler, Saturn, is going into Capricorn, which is about the rise of the oppressed. It's potentially, I'm not going to say it's not going to bring difficulties on a global scale. On an inner level, it's about crossing a threshold into a whole new way of being, okay? So because of that, I'm going to include a section of it in my 2018 readings. You'll get 3 10s, Aquarius, okay? And I can't find my additional guidance cards, so I'm choosing a major only as your theme instead. And I'm quite glad I did, because you get the Wheel of Fortune, okay? You also got the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Discs. Really happy conclusion to an emotional issue and a financial one. So if some of yous, and I know some of yous have had to persevere, to wait, it might have been quite a frustrating time. This is a happy conclusion, particularly around work, finances and housing. And it's with the 10 of Cups. It's that emotional happiness, okay? Great 3 cards. I'm going to class them as the central core of this reading, Aquarius. There is a few other strange dynamics. This 10 of Cups is paired with the 3 of Swords. Now, the 3 of Swords, so many meanings. In a general reading, with the 10 of Cups, I think it's safe for me to say this is past sorrow moving out your life, okay? Past heartache, past sorrow, because you're moving to the 10 of Cups. Some of you might have been involved in a triangular situation and it's coming to a safe, happy conclusion. If not, maybe there's been past pain, but it's been resolved and completed because it's with the 10 of Cups. Now, really true, interesting other cards is the 9 of Discs with the Devil card. So you get the 9 of Discs and the 10 of Discs. 2 of the best money cards you can possibly get. So self-employment, looking for a job. Actually, the 10 would be receiving it. You'd actually be beginning it, okay? Because there's been a lot of 7 of Discs. There's been so much perseverance for Aquarius that it's been pretty unbearable. But I think this is it coming to an end. It's with the Devil card. So I don't know if some Aquarius have had to face a lot of fears. And I'm reading it a little bit differently now because the cards take on different meanings as we go through shifts, okay? And as I say, our co-ruler is going into Capricorn, which is about facing fears so you can evolve to a new level. That's ultimately what the Devil means. Sometimes it can feel, oh my gosh, I'm so stuck. But the stuckness has a reason for being. And you're not going to be stuck for long, if at all. Because look, the wheel and the 10 is right here. But sometimes it means facing past pain, past difficulties. But as you face them, that's how you evolve and grow. I just realised the bottom of the deck is the 4 of Cups. Probably my least favourite card because it's lacking passion. It's quite, sometimes it's been made an offer, but you're not fully, you know, there's a lack of drive towards this offer, okay? Which is quite strange. I think for some it's going to be an offer of love, but you're not sure about it because right next to it is the 7 of Wands. So the 7 of Wands is protecting their inner world. Behind this door lies their vast inner world, which is about intimacy, isn't it? Love is about allowing yourself to be seen by another person. Some Aquarius are not allowing this person in. Maybe you're not very interested in this offer, or your energy is just not going there. I think most Aquarius are more interested in work, to tell you the truth, rising out of a very stuck place. And oh, I don't know, I'm getting an awful lot of power here, because facing the devil gives you power. End of. And I think some Aquarius have had to be with delays, frustrations, and I think they're eventually being overcome. But this can be an emotional offer, but there's a lack of sort of, you're not sure. But right next to it is a Two of Cups. So you might be, this might be about relating with someone. You're not fully sure of them, but I'm not sure if that lack of certainty is going to go away. You've got the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is one of my favourite cards. Transition card, moving forward and being in a bit of a state of grace about this change. The emotions are really clear. There's a protection around her as well as she moves forward. It's very graceful, allowing yourself to go to a new stage of your life. Okay? Very interesting what's going on here emotionally though. I'm trying to think of your general reading, what came up in the relationship house. I think it was a Star card, which is about allowing yourself to be vulnerable. That Seven of Discs, Seven of Wands is not sure if it's going to allow itself to be vulnerable or not, okay? And that message stays the same with the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is that angst card, head and heart going in separate directions, a little bit of inner tension and stress. And I think it's particularly around emotional issues, because I'm getting financially, things are moving incredibly. This Three of Swords is moving to the Ten of Cups. And I'm just looking behind me and the sun's here. Always a really positive omen. Strange towards the end of the week though, Aquarius. I'm getting you a little bit overly protective and a little bit stressed. And because it's with the Two of Cups and the Four of Cups here, I'm particularly getting it emotionally. Because I think for some there's a new chapter around work and finances happening. And it can be housing. It can be anything to do with the practical matters of your life. I think some of you have had to face an awful lot of frustration, by the way, to get here. Delays. Oh, and when we get all those delays, that's when our fears come up. But don't forget, we're moving into a new era. And it's the rise of this the rise of the oppressed, and an awful lot of awakening. So it's going to be quite exciting for Aquarius, to tell the truth, because it's actually working in harmony with your second house, which is the house of work and money. So you're going to be supported in this process of waking up, of rising to your potential. And as I said, I'm trying to get my new 2018 readings to include a chapter on how this awakening is going to be for you. I'm excited personally, scared, but that's the devil. Anyhow, Aquarius, you can get me directly. My email's in the About section, particularly if you want to talk about the 2018 reading. I think it's going to be quite exciting time, because Jupiter's in our 10th house and Saturn is going to support our second house, career, money, place in this world, rising out of a very stuck place. Okay? Loads of love, Aquarius, and I'll speak to you next week. Bye.